All right. Thank you for coming today. Welcome into the 820 studio. Of course, we're going to talk on another subject today, all around the resilience, construct, and context. But today, we're going to talk about a word, disability. Disability. I do not have a disability. Let me say that one more time. I do not have a disability. For clarification, I only experience something in this life that I do not own. Also, I only experience everything that I do not own. And that happens to me and to you for the lessons we must learn from this experience called life. And also, almost like tangentially or subsequently, for others to witness for themselves. Now, this is nothing for me to take pride in or to ask for pity or for sorrow from you. Even though in previous episodes, I have positioned for you something to consider. That yes, this resilience thing that we all have, and that's part of the main message and purpose and beauty and presence within each of us. I also stated, or actually restated, what I read from Mr. Martin Buber's book. Martin Buber wrote a book called I and Thou. And in that book, it's replete with guidance, approaches, and observations from this really well-read Austrian Jewish philosopher. But in that book, I and Thou, he said that our single purpose, mine, yours, everyone, our single purpose in this life is simply to meet. Yes, with others and with exposures and experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But with the priority daily meeting with ourselves and with our Creator. So, as I mentioned earlier, whatever disability or dis-ease or discomfort or disappointment you may have accepted as a death sentence or an irrevocable punishment, when I consider the polarity of those words, the polarity in that word, what about your ability? What about your ease? What about your comfort? What about your appointment with this moment, this day, this life you do have right now in you, with you, before you? Can you consider experiencing that with some level of joy or despair, like you do for the apparently bad shit going on with you today? You want to stay even when the odds seem stacked against you. We must meet and experience everything presented to us in this life that I propose emanates only and originally from love. You know, that power and force that brought you and I here today. A power and force that we cannot stock up with from Costco or Sam's or Walmart. No, that supreme power and force insisted for you and I to exist. Yeah, or maybe I'm existing with some of the stuff that I wish I had. But maybe I can just reset to what I do have, which is the honor and the grace to experience this life, this day, this moment. And this day, this moment could be satisfactory, could be good, could be sufficient, could be plenty, or could be enough for this next step forward in this moment with you. And maybe, just maybe, it's good enough, it's satisfactory enough, it's plenty enough for this thing I'm calling resilience today. So it might apply, I think it does apply, to resilience, to the love, to the courage I speak of as a foundational construct for resilience. More courage than vanity. And maybe focus on staying with the constants that we cannot ever provide for ourselves. With those constants, we can experience the ability and the disability, the ease with the dis-ease, the comfort with the discomfort, the appointment with the disappointment. So that sounds really simplistic. And I try and keep it that way because, I want to have so many brain cells to talk about resilience today or ever. But by no means do I have a end-all, be-all investment or vision on what resilience should mean to you. I only know what it means to me. That's why I share it with you in this way. We started out just talking about one simple word that when we talk about it or mention it, disability always has that negative connotation and something that we do not want or want to ignore. So with me staying at the top of this discussion today, I do not have a disability. I guess I should have restated that. I have a disability, but I also have ability. So that's what I'm saying. Let's not focus on just one aspect. Take a different view. I'm suggesting you to change your perspective on this present moment. And in this discussion today, on this one word called disability, and see in that word, there's more for us to consider. And not just close our minds, hearts, and senses off to maybe there's something in there for us to look at a little more deeply, not just on the surface. So none of us want a disability or disease or disappointment or discomfort. But in that word, those words, there's goodness in there too. So don't take that word as the end-all, be-all, and that's all there is. There's only disease. Maybe there's ease. We get rid of the dis. Maybe there's comfort. Get rid of the dis. Maybe the appointment with this moment of being disappointed with something you didn't think you would get. So take that for what it's worth. I hope you can at least take the time to not take the surface broadcast. Take the time. Take 500 seconds to bolster the depth and breadth of your resilience today. Take care. Stay present in the current. And remember, no matter where you are in this world, it is always 820.